Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. With Wisconsin's partisan primary elections just 3 days away, candidates are working to get out the vote. Here in La Crosse this morning, 3rd Congressional District candidate Katrina Shanklin rallied her supporters at Riverside Park. The event is part of a 9-city Get Out the Vote tour Shanklin is running with Democratic activists and elected leaders. She says this late push isn't just about getting supporters to the polls, it's also a chance to connect with undecided voters.
You see typically the greatest action and momentum in the last 4 days, and so this is a tremendous opportunity for our supporters and folks who might be on the fence and aren't sure quite where they're going to go yet for Tuesday to hear from us and hear not only about my values and the work I've done in the Capitol, but how I will deliver for working families and seniors in Congress.
The 6th-term state assembly representative goes up against fellow Democrats Rebecca Cook and Eric Wilson in Tuesday's primary. Whoever wins that election will face Republican Derek Van Orden in the general election this November. Residents of Hammond are under a water boil notice. Today in a Facebook post, the Wabasha County Sheriff's Office warned residents to boil any water used for drinking, cooking, and ice making for a full minute due to a harmful bacteria. Authorities have yet to release details about what the bacteria might be and what led them to issue the advisory.
Hey, good Saturday evening to all of you. Temperatures topping out in the 70s today. By the way, disregard that 88 in Viroqua. If you've been watching, that sensor, it's reporting the right temperature. It's just stuck on reporting 88 for a high every single day. So that is not the case. But low to mid 70s, generally about 8 to 10 degrees cooler than average, but fairly pleasant if you ask me. Here's how it looked through CityCam 8. We had clear skies this morning, lots of sunshine. Fairly cumulus clouds started to bubble up around mid-morning. They got the thickest early afternoon, but the sun was still able to filter through. And a nice shot this evening of a partly cloudy sky. Pleasant evening in store and a nice Sunday in store as well. Mostly dry conditions through Wednesday, and then some rain chances return Wednesday night into Thursday, perhaps lingering into Friday as well. Radar is quiet this evening, just some wraparound clouds from an area of low pressure over the northern Great Lakes. That's the cause for the cloud cover at times throughout the day. Current temperatures ranging from 68 in Preston and Decorah, 69 in Viroqua, 73 in La Crosse, 71 in Eau Claire, and it's going to be a cool and comfortable night with skies becoming mainly clear. Windows open night with overnight lows in the upper 40s to mid 50s, right around 54 here in La Crosse. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecasts coming up in just a few minutes.
Bill, thank you. A well-known 3rd Street bar is shutting its doors for good. Dublin Square Irish Pub and Eatery in downtown La Crosse announced its surprise closure on Facebook last night. In that post, the bar said it would be closing due to unspecified staffing issues. Facebook users expressed sadness and disbelief over the announcement, which is the latest in a series of notable closures downtown. Finati's Nut and Chocolate Shop closed last week, and breakfast staple Fazie's ended operations in November. Today, a News 8 team went to Dublin Square and confirmed that the business appears to have shut down. Today, residents of La Crescent enjoyed the last day of the Shriners Parade. The parade kicked off at 10 a.m. along Elm Street and ended at La Crescent High School's Fine Arts Center. The procession included clowns, motorcycles, and mini vehicles. The Shriners is a fraternity dating back to 1872 with over 200 chapters worldwide. If you missed this year's parade, you can stay updated on future events by visiting their website. Celtic feats of strength are on display today in Riverside Park as Irish Fest holds its Highland Games. Beginning at noon, contestants don their best kilts to take part in traditional Scottish and Irish challenge events. The games are designed as a test of strength and stamina. Today's events include cobber turning, stone throwing, sheaf tossing, and weight tossing. The 19th annual Irish Fest also offers food, drinks, live music, and kid-friendly activities. It runs through tomorrow afternoon. The presidential election is just 3 months away. Just ahead, we'll have the latest on both candidates as things heat up on the campaign trail.
Cooley Bank Mortgage, your local lender for over 60 years. Cooley Bank offers a variety of home mortgage options, including home equity loans, new construction loans, and loans for investment properties. Visit our website to apply and get started with a local lender today. Cooley Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Our son Trent overcame kidney disease and beat cancer. But when he injured his leg, he took what he thought was a pain pill.
It was laced with fentanyl, and it killed him. He was 23.
We reached out to Tammy Baldwin, but all we got back was a form letter.
Obviously, she doesn't care about families like ours. Our kids are dying from fentanyl pouring across our border.
And we can't trust Tammy Baldwin to stop it.
Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
One size rarely fits all. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality name brand jeans and pants. We're so confident we have the right brand, style, and fit for you that we'll give you a free $5 Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card for every pair you buy. Like men's or women's Ariat jeans. Get an extra $30 gift card for every $150 Ariat purchase. And men's Rustler jeans, just $15.99. Find your perfect pair of jeans for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Don't sweat the prices this summer at Black River Furniture Outlet. Stop in and try out our new Poly Outdoor. Bottom prices on top quality fan back, rollback, and swivel gliders. Love seats, pub seats, side tables, and more. Shop rustic cabin furniture handcrafted from real wood, perfect for any home. Accent with chair sides, lamps, and a huge selection of rugs. Finish up in the bed shed and browse different styles for any size. Storage beds and bunk beds available. Celebrating 30 years of community and business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
At Cooley Bank, we believe in the power of local banking. Here, you can expect tailored service, local expertise, and a commitment to helping our communities thrive. Experience the difference of local banking today because a deposit here is an investment here. Cooley Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
As Vice President Kamala Harris crisscrosses the country with campaign events, former President Trump traveled to Montana Friday night for a rally in a Republican stronghold. Bradley Blackburn has the latest on the race for the White House and a key new endorsement.
In a Phoenix arena Friday night, Vice President Kamala Harris took on issues at the southern border.
We know our immigration system is broken, and we know what it takes to fix it.
Harris trying to undercut a key argument from former President Trump that he addressed again in Montana Friday.
We will stop the Biden-Harris invasion of people that don't belong in our country. They're invading our country.
As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels.
Both campaigns are hammering that message in new ads, trying to convince voters they'll be tough on border security.
And then Kamala Harris are allowing illegal people to come into our country.
A recent CBS News poll found a majority of voters think border crossings would increase if Harris wins and decrease under Trump, who's promised mass deportation.
We are going to start the largest mass deportation in the history of our country.
That kind of language is one reason Mesa, Arizona's mayor, a Republican, says he's supporting Harris.
If we did resort to mass deportation, that would crash our economy.
On Friday, Harris also secured a historic endorsement from LULAC, the nation's oldest Latino civil rights group that has never before formally backed a candidate. Nationally, Harris leads Trump 52 to 47% among Hispanic voters, but Harris still trails President Biden, who received 65% of the Hispanic vote in 2020. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Vice President Harris travels to Las Vegas to campaign Saturday in another battleground state, while former President Trump will hold fundraisers in Wyoming. His campaign hasn't said when he'll make his next stop in a battleground state. The FDA declines to approve ecstasy as a PTSD treatment, saying more research is needed.
Very pleasant conditions for tonight and tomorrow. I'll detail it with my 8-day forecast coming up after the break.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Listen, Eric Hovde, Mr. Fancy California banker, I earned my retirement, but you said you would absolutely cut Social Security and even raise the retirement age. Now you want to take away our right to vote? Eric Hovde, you're one heck of a jerk. Will never have my vote. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? a morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
A lot has changed since the Overhead Door Company installed its first door in 1921. One thing that hasn't, our commitment to quality. We set the standard a century ago with the first motorized garage door, and we have not stopped innovating since. Today, you can build your dream door with the DoorView app, and with the OHD Anywhere app, you can control your new door from anywhere. So next time you need a repair or replacement for your garage door, look for the red ribbon and trust 100 years of experience Overhead Door Company.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
You may see people online adding baking soda to their water and sharing that they found the ingredient improves their exercise performance, acid reflux, energy levels, and more. But take a pause before you try it. Experts say that determining the effectiveness of these baking soda uses is complex due to limited research and potential risks. Some studies suggest baking soda can improve exercise endurance and may help with acid reflux and kidney disease. However, it's important to consult a doctor before trying new health practices, as it can affect medication effectiveness. The FDA says no to MDMA. The federal agency declined to approve the application for the drug commonly known as ecstasy to be used as a potential treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder. This was the first time the Food and Drug Administration has ever considered a psychedelic drug for medical usage. Lykos Therapeutics cited data from 2 late-stage trials that involved roughly 200 people, which they say showed positive results for patients with PTSD. Talk therapy was also used in the trial. However, in June, an independent FDA committee voted against the treatment, citing concerns with the trials. Lykos will perform another trial to provide more information on the treatment to the FDA. Pregnant women with gestational diabetes do not end up with a higher risk of breast cancer. Some past studies indicated there might be an association between the two, but in a new study, Danish researchers looked at nearly 750,000 mothers over a 22-year period. They found 3.4% were diagnosed with gestational diabetes during pregnancy, though they know more likely to develop breast cancer than the rest of the women. These days, students may not have to tote around textbooks, but all the other supplies they have to bring to school can make their book bags heavy. While doctors say long-term damage isn't likely, too much weight can cause pain and strains. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither talks to a pediatric orthopedist about how to wear a backpack properly to prevent injuries.
From binders to notebooks, paper and pencils, all the stuff students squish into their bags can make the school day feel a little heavy.
A backpack that doesn't fit correctly or that weighs too much, though, can cause muscle strains,
back pain, and even numbness and tingling.
Dr. Sajith Azurf with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says one of the easiest ways to measure if a backpack fits properly is to measure from the bump at the bottom of the neck to the top of the hip.
That's how long you want the backpack to be.
To help protect against injuries, Azurf says the backpack should have 2 broad padded straps as well as multiple compartments. Having a chest strap or waist strap is also a good idea. He says all of these things will help distribute weight evenly. Next, pack the heaviest items closest to the child's back and make sure it doesn't weigh more than about 10 to 15% of their body weight.
If your child is like walking with their bag and they're leaning forward, the backpack is probably a little too heavy. So sometimes even splitting some of that stuff to like another, like a handbag or a little disposable grocery bag.
A properly worn backpack can also help prevent injury. Azurf says to make sure it sits about 1 to 2 inches below the shoulders and doesn't go more than 4 inches past the belly button.
You want the backpack to kind of sit in the middle of the back, essentially. So you might have to adjust the straps and make it snug.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The doctor says to encourage children to pack only the things they need for that day to cut down on unnecessary weight. And he says if a child is complaining of back pain, not to brush it off since there could be other causes of the pain. He says it's best to talk with a doctor. Well, the temperatures in La Crosse are feeling more like fall here in August. And with that, let's send it over to meteorologist Bill Grahl for a check on our weekend weather forecast.
Yeah, that's right, Michael. Temperatures about 8 to 10 degrees short of average, but kind of pleasant if you ask me for this time of year. Let's get right to it. We'll head outside through CityCam where we've got a partly cloudy sky. Should make for a nice little sunset momentarily. 76 was the high today, 55 the low. Averages are 84 and 63, so we were 8 degrees short on both the high and the low for today. 94 and 45 are the records, no rainfall. We're just over 0.2 of an inch below average for the month of August, but still 2.74 inches above average for the year, 25.87 inches. 73 degrees at the airport, 74 downtown at the station. It's been kind of breezy today from the west-northwest, currently sustained at around 14 miles per hour. And the Mississippi rising just a little bit, 7.63 feet. Eau Claire, 71 degrees with a partly cloudy sky. And the Chippewa River is rising a little bit as well. Winds out of the west at around 14 miles per hour. So temperatures, again, cooler than average today, but making for a pleasant evening for those outdoor plans. Boy, if you're heading to Irish Fest, great evening for that. Ashley for the Arts up in Arcadia, great evening for that as well. 71 in Eau Claire, 71 in Black River Falls. 72 in Winona, some mid to upper 60s in Viroqua, Preston, and Decorah. Look at these dew points. Very comfortable in the upper 40s to mid 50s. So when you look on the comfort scale, numbers below 55 degrees means pleasant to dry conditions in terms of little to no humidity for this time of year. And humidity is going to remain low overnight tonight. So a windows open night for sure. Again, kind of breezy. West-northwest winds 5 to 15, gusting over 20 miles per hour in a few spots, but they will come down into the 5 to 10 mile per hour range overnight tonight. So the clouds that we saw today, kind of some wraparound clouds from an area of low pressure north of the Great Lakes. That's moving away. High pressure over the northern and central plains. That'll keep us dry for tonight and tomorrow. A little trough out to the west causing some showers and thunderstorms along the front range of the Rockies. This will weaken as it runs into that ridge, so perhaps just some sprinkles looks to be in the cards for Monday, but even that's kind of a long shot. So dry tonight with a mainly clear sky. Sunshine to start tomorrow. Much like today, we'll see some of those fair weather cumulus clouds bubble up through the day, especially in the afternoon. Clouds thicken a bit tomorrow night and into Monday at times. Again, you'll notice just a few spots of green indicating that sprinkle chance, so I do have that in the forecast. Temperatures tomorrow, though, a little bit warmer than today and quite pleasant. Upper 70s to near 80 degrees here in La Crosse, and most of our 65 locations on our zone forecast fly through here will see highs between about 75 and 80 degrees. So not a bad Sunday, if you ask me. So for tonight, becoming mostly clear, cool, and comfy. 54 for the low. Open up those windows, free AC provided by Mother Nature. 79 tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy, a pleasant day. And then sprinkles possible on Monday, but most areas dry all the way through Wednesday, with highs climbing into the low to mid 80s by Wednesday. Chance for some showers and a few thunderstorms Wednesday night into Thursday, perhaps lingering into Friday as well. And then dry next Saturday and Sunday, highs back in the lower 80s. So Michael, temperatures staying near or a bit below average, but not a bad stretch of August weather, if you ask me. Back to you.
Sounds good. Thank you for that, Bill. Coming up in sports, action from the NFL preseason. The Packers game still finishing up. Plus, J.J. McCarthy trying to earn that starter spot for Minnesota. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
On these trails, I find the middle ground and get things moving. I've done that as a state lawmaker, and it's what I'll do in Congress. I'll work with both parties to get things done for workers and families. I'm Katrina Shanklin, and I approve this message.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff. 3 for $5.
Pretty good.
Incredible value for limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
The La Crosse Area Builders Association's Parade of Homes, August 22nd through the 25th, with 12 different projects, including new homes. Search LABA Parade of Homes for more information and tickets and discover your home's potential.
She grew up in a middle-class home. She was the daughter of a working mom, and she worked at McDonald's while she got her degree. Kamala Harris knows what it's like to be middle class. It's why she's determined to lower healthcare costs and make housing more affordable. Donald Trump has no plan to help the middle class, just more tax cuts for billionaires. Being president is about who you fight for, and she's fighting for people like you.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch support's gonna do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because we need an experienced congresswoman. Right, Jed?
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The Packers are back. Well, sort of. Green Bay is in preseason action right now as the Packers were taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now, this one just finished up before I walked into the studio, but as an update, Jordan Love did start today and only played 3 snaps because on the third play of the first drive, Love connected with Dontavian Wicks for a 65-yard touchdown pass. And after that, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL's day was done. But he certainly gave the Packer fans something to cheer for. Packers would win 23-10. I'll have full highlights tonight. Vikings also in action. All eyes were on first-round draft pick J.J. McCarthy. McCarthy in to start the second quarter. Here he is making his first completion of the preseason. But a few plays later, McCarthy gets a warm welcome to the NFL, passing off his back foot into the hands of Jack Jones for an interception. But McCarthy would find his groove on the 3rd and 5. The rookie with a nice scramble to pick up the first down. And then in the second half, check out this throw. McCarthy going way downfield into the hands of Tristan Jackson for a 45-yard touchdown pass. Justin Jefferson was loving it. And then they had Jefferson on the broadcast. And McCarthy again, this time a 33-yard pass to Trent Sherfield. Second time this game for a touchdown. McCarthy's day was done after that. A few ups and downs, but McCarthy certainly proving himself as he tries to earn that starting spot. Vikings would win on a last-second field goal, 24-23. Later tonight, the Brewers back at it in their hot bats, trying to keep going. Over the last 5 games, they've scored 45 runs across 66 hits. 11 of those being a home run. They're 4-1 in that stretch and are currently on a 4-game win streak. They enter the night with a 7-game lead in the division and are 2.5 games back for the best record in baseball. Tonight, Tobias Myers takes the mound for Milwaukee up against Cincinnati's Nick Martinez, who's given up only 7 home runs in 84 innings pitched, so we'll see if the Brewers offense can put a change to that. The game already underway. I'll have full highlights later tonight. An update from the American League. The Twins have been slowly climbing the AL Central standings, and after 2 straight wins over Cleveland yesterday, they're just a game and a half back from first place. A big reason for that, the Guardians are on a 7-game losing streak. We'll see if the Twins can make it 8 straight. First pitch already underway as well. We'll have highlights at 10. And in the Olympics, the USA men's basketball team is bringing home a gold medal. It's the United States' 5th straight gold medal in men's basketball. They took down France 98-87, and when it was crunch time, it was Steph Curry time. He stepped up, making a number of big-time threes down the stretch. It was such an awesome game. Now, I can't show you the highlights due to the Olympic copyright rules, but if you're a basketball fan, go find them. It's worth the watch. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
One size rarely fits all. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality name brand jeans and pants. We're so confident we have the right brand, style, and fit for you that we'll give you a free $5 Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card for every pair you buy. Like men's Rustler jeans, $15.99. $3 off these women's signature Levi's, $24.99. And shop store-wide savings like Rust-Oleum 2X spray paints, $4.99. Find your perfect pair of jeans for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
A nice evening underway with a clear to partly cloudy sky. Clear, cool, and comfortable overnight. Lows in La Crosse around 54 degrees, and a very pleasant Sunday with a sunny to partly cloudy sky. Dry, highs around 79.
Feels like football. There's football on the TV. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, you gotta love fall time. I love it. It's great. We want to thank you so much for watching News 8 Now this weekend. We'll see you at 10.